I made a DIY Candy Crush costume. I know you're thinking, why? I'd like to answer that question, but sorry, I'm too busy playing Candy Crush.
Sweet.
Hey, look at me jumping my
Heels.
This costume was so fun to make, and wasn't even too
Expensive.
If you want, you could even make a sexy version for Halloween or something.
Cliche.
6 different colors of raincoat fabric. 1/4 yard of each is more than enough. Scissors, pen, and a measuring tape. Paper and pencil. A glue gun, obvi. Purple pom-poms. A bunch of different colored felt. And Velcro cut into 1-inch pieces. You'll need some fluff. I used this polyester fabric fill, fabric paint, brush, and tape. White modeling clay for the whipped cream headband. A full-length bodysuit. I got this body stocking at a dance store, but wore another pair of leggings underneath it because you could see my butt. 1 yard of black satin rope for the licorice necklace. And about 1 yard of thin, clear vinyl you can find at your fabric store. This is to make the jellies. I think if you make jellies, people will take you really seriously. They'll be like, wow, you're really a dork. So first, use your pencil and paper to trace out the shapes. I traced over screenshots on my computer. Flip the fabric over so that it's inside out and folded in half, and trace the shapes on top and cut out. You're going to make 4 to 5 of each bright color and 2 of the chocolate ones. Now match the shapes to their other halves, inside out, and sew. This part took me
So f***ing long.
When each of the candies are done, stuff them with your stuffing and sew shut. This is what some of them look like when they're all done. Aren't they pretty? Hey, you know that redhead ectomorph in the game? When he says stuff like,
Sweet.
and,
Sugar Crush.
is he hitting on us? So you know how the blue candies have that band around the middle like that? Cut out a strip of blue and hot glue it to itself. Then hot glue it onto the blue candies. And there you go. Authentic as fuck. Take your purple candies and your chocolate candies and put them aside. The purple candies are special because they have these little indents on them, but I'm going to use puffballs for that instead. Hot glue each point and stick a puffball on it. For the chocolate disco ball bomb things, you're going to take the chocolate candies and cut out tiny pieces of felt that are shaped in circles and glue them onto the candies. I used blue, purple, white, red, orange, green, and pink, and it looks just like the candy. Now it's time to make stripes candies. Take your tape and cut it into thinner pieces that you then tape to the candies. This one's a vertical stripes candy, but other ones will be horizontal. Tape as many as you can, and then paint with your fabric paint in the open spaces. I used about 3 coats. For the stripes candies, I used 1 of each color, so that there's a good mix.
Oh my god.
To make the jellies, fold a piece of the clear vinyl in half and measure around a piece of candy 1.5 inches on each side. Then take a straight edge and create a rectangle around the candy. Sew over those lines, slip the candy inside, and sew shut. When the jelly is sewn shut, cut around the edges. I made a jelly for each color candy except for the chocolate ones, and I kind of excluded the wiener ones too for some reason. Now your candies are all done and ready for Velcro. Take your Velcro pieces and stick them to the back of the candies. And that's it! To make the licorice necklace, grab a jelly candy of your choice. I chose green because it seems like it's the easiest. Take the licorice and glue it around the edge of the candy like that. Then take a longer piece, glue it to the corners on the front, flip over, cross it on the back, which you have to glue down first, flip it over again, and knot it. I glued the knot onto itself, if that makes sense. It looks kind of janky, but definitely awesome. Then cut 2 pieces of long cord and glue them to the back of the licorice necklace. And it's all done. Now take your molding clay, mold it into a ball, then roll it like this until it gets really long and weird. You're then going to sculpt it into kind of like this white turd thing. And then sculpt it so that it looks like whipped cream. Place on top of your headband and let dry. Then you put it on your head like this. Guess what? You're all done. Your final step is to stick the corresponding Velcro pieces onto your bodysuit and then stick the candies on top all over your body, like this. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you make this costume. You'll look great! I feel fat.